process around looking at you and trying to see whether this is a real good career option for you. At this point, how are you feeling?
Boy, I feel pretty good actually. I've talked to a few people telling them all the steps I'm going through, and they can't believe it takes this many steps to get hired at Manulife.
Yeah, it's kind of a normal process, but as I warned you, I actually personally believe that not everyone is suited for certain careers. And my job is to really focus on finding the right type of person for this industry and for work with me. And if I find that the person isn't right, then I want to be able to tell them that, because I respect where you are, the career you're in, and if it's the wrong move, I want to be right up front and say it's the wrong move, but if it is right, then I'm going to encourage you.
Appreciate all the time you've been spending with me to get my questions answered.
I think it's very, very important. I actually think it's real self-discovery. But for both of us, we're walking down a path together. Because, Kevin, if you're going to make this move, there has to be commitment from both of us. You, naturally, because you're changing careers, that's a big commitment. But for me also, because my focus will be, if I hire you, because I believe that you're right for this career, then I'm committed to helping you be successful. So we really almost have a marriage or a partnership going forward. So this discovery mode is really critical for us. Now, Kevin, I've got an exercise for you to do. And to me, this is where I get most excited. Because we've done a number of things. We've done the pop screen, which you're now aware of. We've done Agent Sam. We've had some interviews. You've gone to a COP. And that helps to give you a real good understanding of the career and the potential of the career. The next step helps take it one level further to really zero in on you. What I want you to do, and this is something that I used to do in marketing classes at university when I was taking management, we'd go out and we would talk to people and ask them questions about a specific product or something, and just get their feedback, and then do up a report and give it to the company that wanted to sell that product. So I can remember we'd stand in shopping malls or out on a business corner with our little plaque, and we'd, first of all, we'd be scared to approach people. Well, what you found is that once you talked to them, people would open up, they'd answer the questions, and you had a lot of fun interacting with them. And you got to the point where you actually really enjoyed it, most times. So have you ever had experience doing that?
Can't say I have actually.
Well, I'm going to get you to do a version of that. Just a limited number. But it's more focused on, I'm going to run through the questions with you, but it's more focused on the potential of this industry and you finding out more through people that you know.
So you just want me to go stand in front of a wall and survey people? Is that what you're asking me to do?
You could do that, but I would recommend something different. Actually, because our business is a lot more personal and a lot more developing relationships, the people naturally that you would feel very comfortable talking to would be people that you currently know today. It could be family members, it could be friends, acquaintances, just people. Because what this is meant to do is for you to go out and experience a little bit about the business by asking questions of people that you know. So let's walk through some of the questions, and I think it'll start to make a little bit more sense. So in other words, if I was a friend of yours, you may consider calling me or maybe meeting in person. And how the question really, first how you introduce it is saying, Kevin, I'm actually considering moving into the financial services business with Manulife Financial. In order to help me make a better decision of whether it's the right career for me, could I just ask you a few questions to get your opinion on the business? People you know, the natural response is you say, yeah, sure. And your natural response is, look, I'm just in a discovery mode right now. I don't know if this is something that I want to do or not. That's why I like to ask some people that I know, trust, and respect and get opinions from them.
So I don't have to tell them that I'm with Manulife.
Absolutely.
I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, of course. Because the reality is I haven't yet either. Because remember, we're walking down that path together. And we both need to make sure that this is the right career for you.
It looks pretty straightforward.
It's very straightforward. It just asks questions like, what are your thoughts on the insurance business? Now, you'll get some very funny responses. You'll get some people go, oh, I hate that business. I had an agent who ripped me off. And you'll get the opposite side where people say, yeah, I think it's a great industry. And, I've bought a number of products myself. I think it's valuable to people. And it goes through a series of questions, asks a little bit, some personal, do you own insurance? Do you have a financial advisor? And there's two important questions in this. One of the questions is, if I was to enter the business, would you sit down with me, or would you potentially have a meeting with me?
What if they already have like an agent or?
You know what, that's fantastic. If they do, and they're very happy with their situation, that's fantastic. That's an advocate for the industry. What your job is to find people that who can sit down, have needs. Because remember, our business is based on needs selling, based on the needs of the customer. So somebody's very happy with their advisor and very happy with the products they have. Fantastic. But the reality is, Kevin, in Vietnam today, the vast majority of people do not have financial products, especially insurance. So there's a huge need. And I think what you'll find by going through this and talking to people is the opportunity is very large. The other question that's really important, and I really like this question. The question says, Kevin, in order to help me make a better decision on this career choice, could you introduce me to a few other people that I could just ask the same questions that I've asked you? Because the reality is, Kevin, you and we've known each other for years, and I really want to talk to people I've never met to get a real different perspective on their thoughts on this business. And the reality is that one of those people walked in the room today that you know that I don't know, you didn't introduce me to them. So what I want you to do is I want you to do 10 of these. Now most people take about 3 days to complete them, but I've seen some people come back as quick as 1 day, and I've seen some people never come back. But Kevin, there's a reason for that, and that is because they get out there and they find out that they just don't have that inner almost courage to just talk to people about this change. And I know that if they're feeling that way, probably not, doesn't make sense to make a move and do a career change.
But Kim, it's just a survey, it can't be that difficult.
You're right, and for somebody that had the pop screen results that you had, that was the way I expected you to answer that. What you usually find, what I found, Kevin, is when I started, there was a natural hesitancy to call someone you know, that there's initial, got to do this. That's pretty natural for most people. But what I found out really interesting, this is me personally, is that once I started asking the questions, we got into such a dialogue that what a survey that I thought was going to take 5 minutes ended up in some cases taking 30 minutes or an hour, because we just got into a great discussion. And I found that I loved doing it after the initial make the call. Because a lot of people, you say, what do you think of this industry? They may go, but their personal advisor, they respect, seek their advice, and want them in their life.
I don't think it'll take me very long, I only got 3 days. I got lots of aunties, uncles, cousins, I could call, they all live here in Totao. I mean, it would take me, so as long as you're not asking me to go stand in the mall and do that.
Well, my preference would be that you don't. However, if you did, that's fine. You can do that. That's your choice. But the reality is, Kevin, when we did the Agent Sam piece, it really showed that you have real potential in your market. And really, so it's accessing your Agent Sam, the profiles, the contacts you have, and starting to use that tool with some of the people that were the green check marks and starting to connect with them. Because really, this exercise is about helping you to see, could I do this business? So that's what we're really experimenting with here. So when you come back to me, you're going to feel a certain way. You know what, Kim, with training and the resources of Manulife, I think I could do this. Or you may come back and go, wow, I really struggle with this. But that's something for us to explore in our next interview. What I want you to do is go away, try it using the tool we've given you and the survey. Go out and experience.
When can I start?
Well, let's get it. Now we can either do it one of two ways. We can book appointment now for the next time we meet, or I can leave it open. You call me back.
Well, I'm working tomorrow, Friday. I can probably come back Saturday.
I'm fine in the morning. In the afternoon, I've got other appointments that I'll be doing, but I've got a couple hours from 10 till 12. Does that time fit for you?
Yeah, that's perfect, actually, Saturday morning.